Hello. Okay, so lessons I've learned so far in this journey of creating my dream online life of mine is, the number one core principle, if of course, very related to my core philosophy alignment. Why am I here in the first place? Never lose track of your why. I have a very strong why. I visualize it every day. I feel it. I embody it. I am emotional involved with it. And yet, sometimes my mind is wandering away in all the tips and strategies out there, and I forget a little bit just for a while my why. But then I direct my focus back to my inner alignment. And the reason why I think it's so important for you to know your why, remember your why, is that it's not a one-time job. It's often when we start a project, people nowadays realize that the emotional connection is what will fuel the change, will fuel the journey ahead. And often we are recommended to sit with our why, write down, the visualization and all those things. And that is great. But if we don't apply that ongoing every single day, it's easy to lose it in all of the noise of the tips and musts and all those things out there. So connect with your why, not once, but always, again and again and again. And it will evolve, but the key is inner alignment, emotional connection. So now I've covered that. The next thing is actually regarding strategy. Yeah, I said it, but not the right strategy, but rather a strategy. And my number one strategy all time is commitment goal. Commitment goal marries beautifully with your why, because when you are creating your commitment goal, if it's for a week, a month, a year, it's easy to invite your why. Why do you want this commitment? What is the purpose? And all those things. And the commitment goal, from me anyway, is what gets me going. No matter what. No matter if it's raining or if my friend calls me and invites me to a beach party, or I'm drawn down to the self-pity projected by my ego, a bad day. My commitment goal helps me stay focused. And number 3 is allow this journey to be a path of exploration, of growth, of self-discovery. It has so much more value than just the income. It has so much value than just the end goal. If your end goal is gold, if your end goal is to make money, to make passive income, there is so much more to it. There are dimensions of dynamics, and they all relates to feelings. What do you want to feel? What do you want to feel more of in your life? Freedom, time doing what you love, spend times with your kids, whatever it is for you. Goals are just the fuel, the thing that sparked your inspiration. That is always a sign that you are aligned with your inner spirit. You let that energy flow to your mind where you were able to create a goal for yourself. And that goal is just a pit stop along the journey, because your end goal, the success goal, has no end. And it's actually not about the success itself, but about the journey and the one that you discover along the way, and to enjoy that ride. And my favorite newbie to the list is deadlines. Yeah, I have realized that deadlines is very powerful because it helps you focus with intention. So instead of wandering around a project or product or content that you want to create and try to add all your creativeness, all your inspired ideas, all your wisdom, all your perspectives into one piece, view them as elements that you build a bigger store of service or foundation with additional levels to it, so that your audience easier can find you. Because if you just keep everything to yourself until you are finished, You will never be finished. You will always grow and learn new things and want to add and improve the things you already created. Release it. Let people gain from your unique gifts. So share it. Use deadlines. And if you struggle with that, because I have done that a lot in my past, because I had this idea, this perspective that deadlines were killing my creative flow, but now I view it differently. I still need my sessions of, completely blank canva and just let whatever flows to and through me guide me, but also to direct those wonderful ideas and energy into something of value. And it cannot be valuable to somebody else, yet it can be for you, and that's great. That's win. But for win-win to happen, you need to share it with others. So view your content, your products as items, elements in your bigger star of services that is keep on expanding. Yeah, and I also want to show you how I use deadlines in order for me to manage my time. We cannot manage time. Time is just a concept and instrument, but anyway. So for this specific recording, I have actually set the maximum time for it to be in the studio of 10 minutes. And that actually gives me and helps me to stay more focused on the topics that I wanted to create around instead of wandering away in all different directions. And it's not about removing the fluff, because I am not against fluff. I actually think that within fluff there are hidden gems that maybe we as creators or not all of the audience will see, but somebody will pick that up. So fluff is good, but not always. Not when we are wanting to get somewhere. If I want to go to Greece, but I am packing my baggage, my suitcase with skis and all of different things. And not only are those items not necessary for the journey towards Greece, I also prolong, the process of actually get going. I hope this metaphor made sense, but using the concept time and deadlines to create space for what we want to create is so powerful. And I actually think that quality comes from quantity. I'm not saying that you should or that I ever will, focusing on quantity, but when we allow quantity, we unleash ourselves from the trap of optimization and not ever sharing something or finish something and move on to the opportunity of releasing things as they are with the potential to serve others. So, and as well as we improve. If you want to teach about, give me a topic here, okay? I always say the keto diet. If you want to teach about how to grow a garden on your balcony and you are thinking about how you can teach about all those things that learn, and can provide tips around, and you are working with that for an entire year and try to add everything that is 1 year of not sharing your value to anybody. And the chances also are that you will get too overwhelmed, and the more you postpone your releases, whatever it is, videos, products, services, the more you postpone it, chances are that your ego will grab onto that and use that as fuel to keep you within your current zone of safety and where you currently are operating. So, recap, lessons learned. Okay, the big vision, the alignment, but that is not a lesson. That is my core philosophy, but I want to give that to you. The next one was commitment goals. Yeah. Oh my God, they have become game changer in my life. The third one was, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. The fourth one was deadlines. Yeah. How deadlines is like your personal coach telling you to release your service so that it actually can be of use to others. And also, quality comes from quantity. Yeah, I really love to, just rephrase, rewire old mindset, how I use them, not beneficial to me, not serving me. And now I use the same principle mindset in a way that actually serves the journey I am walking. If you found any inspiration of these tips, if some of them resonated with you, or something that you hadn't have thought about yet, or that you really feel like, yeah, I'm already doing this and this is how it's going, I would love to hear from you. Please comment below. Let that be my main lesson from this video. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is providing value to others. See you in the next video.